Hey, look what I've got. Who am I kidding? You all knew, even when I said I wasn't going to get this, I would end up buying it. Hands up in the air. Who thought that? Ah, of course, it's Jen here again with an advent, and it's a Diamond Art Club calendar one. Holy moly. 12 days at the Sparkling Gift Shop. We've kind of had a little bit of a mixed bag with these. I've done every single one since they released them. Last year's was really good. The year previous to that, holy moly, it was not good at all. I managed to use the 20% off code on this. I thought about using my points, but I want to keep them for Black Friday because I've got two or three things on my wish list that I want. Hopefully they'll get it back in stock. And you never know what's going to happen with the new releases. So I thought I'd save my points for Black Friday. And then when I saw that I could use a 20% off discount code on this, I thought, look, let's do that. So that brought the price down considerably. Yes, I did get it. But this year we're going different. If you may have, well, you've probably gathered that by when this has come out and how big the video is. We're going to do a start to finish on this. Big heavy spoilers if I put this out before Christmas Eve. I'm in two minds about putting this out at the end of November, beginning of December, or putting it out on Christmas Day or Boxing Day. It all basically depends on how long it takes me to finish the projects, because that is what we're going to do, guys. That is what we're going to do. Now, I don't know if anybody has done this with this calendar on YouTube or TikTok or anything. Basically, because I've not looked at any of the unboxing videos of this because I kind of want to keep it spoiler free for myself. But big spoiler warning for you guys watching this now. I will be opening every single one of these boxes. And then I will be opening all the kits. And I will be doing them all. And you will get everything in this one video. That's what I'm saying is, you know, you can see it's going to be a long video. You can see from the length it's got a long video. Because I am going to, do all the kits and review every single one of them, as well as all the extra other products that are in here. And I'm also going to use all the products. I'm not going to be going, oh, those are pretty drills, and put them away in my stash. Or, that's pretty washi tape, and put them away in my stash. I will endeavour to use absolutely every single thing, or some of every single thing, in this diamond painting advent calendar. Yes, on the projects in there. So, first part of this video is just basically going to be opening everything up and seeing what I've got. I'm not going to open up the individual kits. I will leave that until the times when I come to do them and make them up. So they might be mixed up a little bit depending on what I'll open on what's under what day. I need a little bit of sustenance for this project. It's going to take me several days to do it, and then we're going to splice it all together by the magic of editing, which my editing is a bit garbage, but we're going to splice it all together with the magic of editing, and you will see the full thing. So you will see the contents of every single box in here, or window, or, you know, basically all the contents you will see, plus you will see every single project finished by the end of this video, and you'll get to hear my thoughts on it all. So I thought that would be a little bit of a different spin, because mostly it's people out there going, oh, here's the advent calendar, oh, here's what we got on all the different days, oh, I'll put it in my stash to work on later, and you never see any of it again, in my opinion. Yeah, need some sustenance to do this. I have got my Nescafe Cappuccino Sachet in here, and it is in my Still Game mug. Oh, love Still Game. We're going all Scottish. Tunnock's Tea Cake. We are going all Scottish because today is the 18th of November. No, today is the 19th of November. What day is it? It's the Thursday. It's the Wednesday anyway. Not the 19th. Wednesday the 19th of November. Last night, I sat and watched the football. Scotland were playing Denmark. I am so sorry if anybody watching this video comes from Denmark. We won, guys. We won, guys. We have automatically qualified for the World Cup. Yeah, the first time. I think the last time we qualified for the World Cup, my oldest child was 2. He is now approaching his 30th birthday. Yeah. In fact, you know, they were saying on the football that the vast majority of the current Scotland football squad weren't even born the last time Scotland qualified for the World Cup finals. So, yeah, I'm being very patriotic. So we're going all Scottish in terms of my snacks. Anyway, oh my gosh, that's a by the by. Let's open this up and we'll see what we've got. I've taken all the cellophane off because, you know, you don't want to see me wrestling with that. It is dark. I'm doing this after my work. It's dark outside, so I've got overhead lights on, so you will get a bit of a glare, unfortunately. Oh, bang, unfortunately. Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. It is kind of like the inside of a shop in a way. Because we've got a shelf here with some presents on it. Stocking, little reindeer, gingerbread men, little Santa, more stockings, more shelves, candy canes and a Christmas tree. So it's kind of a little bit like the inside of the shop. I'm not going to look at the back because the back lists what the contents are. I hate it when advent calendars do that. I really, really do hate it. I don't want to see what's in it. I want it to be a surprise. I don't want a list of contents on the back. Maybe if you've got like a food advent calendar or a beauty or a skincare advent calendar, Bath and Body, you know, maybe it's worthwhile listing the ingredients that are there in case of allergies. But in terms of a diamond painting calendar, we don't need a list. My gosh, where's the magic of surprise? Says she doing now. You're going to be doing massive spoilers. Right, we're going to open them in order. We're going to open them all in order. So I'm going to start with number 1, which is down here. And if I remember right, these are always packaged really well. Right, so number 1, we're starting with some washi tape. We will open it and just look at the colours. Says the person who said that she wasn't going to open any of these. Now we will be using these washi tape in some of the projects on this from this advent calendar. I'm not sure which ones yet, but we will use them. Okay. We have got this one here. It's got their branding on it. I would prefer not. I would rather just have the washi tape on its own, please. We've got presents and a Rudolph and a candy cane and candles. It's all very Christmassy, but it says Diamond Art Club. I think they all do. Personally, if I've got a decorative washi, I don't want the branding all over it. That's just a personal opinion. There might be people out there gushing over the fact that it's got Diamond Art Club written on it. That limits how you're going to use this washi. If you were wanting to use that for journaling or for scrapbooking, you know, to have Diamond Art Club on there is, yeah. I don't like it for a decorative washi. If it was just a plain washi to use for edging or what have you, then I've got no qualms with it. But okay, so that's my first thoughts. The washi itself is pretty. It's washi tape. It's fine. I don't like the fact it's got Diamond Art Club written all over it. Because as I said, if you're doing some journaling or some scrapbooking, doing planning, a lot of people do planners. I don't know if I would like to have Diamond Art Club emblazoned all over my washi. Anyway, there we go, washi tape. In number 1. Number 2, honest opinions here. But it's pretty enough washi. We will be using it. Oh my gosh, let's make it my finger under here. This is tight. Okay, oh my goodness. I've got small fingers as well. Oh, right, okay. Sorry about all the wobble. Here we have got Mini Dazzles Christmas treats and frame ready. So we might use the washi tape as part of this, maybe to decorate the frame. We have Christmas candy, Christmas sweets, a Yule log, Christmas pudding, cookies and milk out for Santa, a gingerbread house and eggnog. So we will do these up and you will see these at some point during the video. So opening things is just going to be very quick. Right, okay, let's set. So we have some Mini Dazzles, Christmas treats. Hopefully good enough to eat. Right, number 3 is up here. Again, this is going to be something fairly small. Oh my gosh. I think a lot of this is going to have to be potentially ripped open. There we go, got it. Right. We have got some gems, some drills. I think last year we got fairy dusts. I think we've got the same again this year. Or are these just regular ones? Or are these frosted ones? Yeah, I think these are the frosted ones. RM666. I'm sorry, I'm not up to date with all the new drills and drill types that Diamond Art Club have issued lately. I struggle to see, unless it's an AB, I struggle to see what they are. Fairy dust I can just about manage, but I think they have these frosted ones now, which I think is this M code. You know, God help me for finding that one. I don't know. But we will use that on one of the projects, or more than one of the projects. We have this one here, which is E907, which is a green. I don't know what E stands for. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. I might go and look on the Diamond Art Club website. So yeah, I've got these lime green ones. Again, we will use these on some of the projects within this kit. Decent number of drills in here. 18 grams in both. So nice big chunky pots. So they are fine and dandy. Okie dokie, number 4. Okay, this looks like it's going to be a canvas. Oh, haha. Well, this looks pretty. So we'll do this project. Sorry about that light, guys. The Snowy Woodland Wanderer by John Stewart. 22.8 by 28.6 centimetres. Okay, so 20 by 30 essentially. Sized diamond painting. I like this image. This is kind of a thing that for me is good. Ticks my boxes anyway. I love an animal. I love woodland. I really gravitate more now, certainly in recent years, towards sort of like European, British woodland style animals. Well, obviously you've got a stag there that's covers North America and Asia as well, and Africa. Well, no, I suppose you don't get any too far south, but certainly in the sort of like northern hemisphere, you know, North America, Europe, and into sort of like northern Asia. I'm waffling, but as per. But this looks really cool. We will open that up and do it as well. ABs, frosted diamond. Oh gosh. 2 ABs, 1 frosted diamond, and 3 fairy dusts. I don't know if we can replace any of the drills from in here into this, but we'll see if we can. So that was number 4. Oh my goodness. Let's have a go. You see my getting my arms in the way. Right. Scissors. Scissors time, I think. Just use it as a lever. Okay, there we go. Right, this is collapsing as I'm bringing it out. This says Happy Holidays, Garland, Happy Holidays. I think Happy Holidays is a great phrase to use, actually. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, but they do, you know, like to enjoy the holiday season. So, yeah, Happy Holidays. 2.5 metres. That's big, isn't it? That's big. Yeah. It's about 12 feet, is it? No. No, it's less than that. 10 feet. 11 feet. 98.4 inches. What's 98.4 divided by 12? 9 feet. 9 feet. That's how long it is. My goodness me. I'm not very good at conversions. Anyway, create your own sparkly garland. Well, they see here, they've got it here as one big garland, or you can break it down into two. Okay, toolkit not included in this. But we don't care because there's going to be a toolkit in here somewhere, I would think. And we're going to be using that toolkit to do the projects. I can see potential here for using my my replacement drills here. I can swap some of them out. Okay, so we have a garland. Okay, number 6, halfway through. This is a small one. So this is going to be, oh my gosh, that kind of fell apart there. Cover minders. Oh, these are cute. We'll open them up and look at them. I will use one or more of these. Oh, look at all those magnets at the bottom of there. I think they've all come off of all the other cover minders. I will use these when I'm doing my projects. So we've got Santa stuck in the chimney. Oh, I like this one, the mitten. That's textured. That's really nice. I like the fact that it's textured. A winter coat. And the snowman. Now, I will say I have had issues with the cover minders in the past and the magnets coming off them. So we'll see how these fare. Okay, number 7. Holy moly. Some of these are very tight. Scissor time again. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have got diamond painting coasters, Winter Whimsy, a set of 6. These look like they might be full crystal. Like a full crystal coaster. Doesn't say whether or not there's a kit included in this, but we will take this out and do it. You will see them made up later on. So I'm not going into those in too much detail, the projects, because as I said, we are going to be opening them up and doing them later on in the video. Okay, number 8, we have got a tray. Now, I've not used one of these trays, so we will be trying this out. We will be using this tray to do, our projects and giving it a good workout, a good test. My goodness. I'm peeling all the paper off this and it's not opening up. Hold on. that sound didn't come, that sound didn't sound good. That's what I was going to say. Looks fine. Nice red sturdy. What I was going to say sturdy. That sound it made didn't sound as though it was going to be sturdy. Kind of pushed in on itself. This, look at that. It is a bit. You push down hard on that, and look. In fact, I'm not even pushing hard. I'm pushing fairly gently. Yeah. Okay. Well, we will see what we shall see on the tray. It does feel kind of cheap, but we'll reserve judgment until we've used it. Right. Get rid of the rubbish. Number 9 will be another project. We haven't had a Christmas card yet. They normally have a Christmas card in these. Number 11 looks like a project as well. Oh, right. Okay, diamond painting kit. These are window clings. We have got a season's greetings and we have a snow globe. Just the 2 decorations. So we will look forward to doing that. This as well looks like something that we could maybe use some of these drills in. And these. Depends what we get in the kit. We will swap some of those out. What are we going for now? Number 10. 10 looks like it might be a pen. Do you think that's intentional? 10's a pen. Could very well be. Oh gosh. This is tough, man. Of course it's a pen. Twist On premium pen in green. I'll take it out the packaging and have a little looky-loo. Do we get... Oh, steel tip. Oh, is this one of the twisty ones? Oh, of course it is, Jennifer. It says twist. Do you think these are the elusive twisty single placers that everybody keeps going on about? I've never tried them until now because we will be using this. Does it have any multi-placers in here? There's something down at the bottom here. It's a false bottom. That's what it is, a false bottom. But I'm sure you can stick one of the plastic multi-placers in there. It's quite a pretty green. I wouldn't call it Christmassy, but it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. It kind of tones in a little bit with the... Oh, maybe not. It kind of tones in with these drills here, but as I said, maybe not. Right, okay. We are on number 11, second last one. This one must be a Christmas card because, as I said, we haven't had a Christmas card and they normally do put one in there. Because this is the one I'd send to my mum. I always send my mum this card. The one, certainly for the last 2 or 3 years since they've been doing these advent calendars. I always give them the Diamond Art Club. Give her the Diamond Art Club Christmas card for her Christmas. Come on. I mean, you can't say these things aren't well packaged, eh? Oh God, it's a gnome. Sharon, no, it's a gnome. Or is it a Santa? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I haven't really said this much in this past year, and I know a lot of people have subscribed to me this year. But I don't do gnomes. Is it a gnome or is it a Santa? Anyway, Sparkle Pals, Jolly Gnome. It's not a Christmas card. It's a Sparkle Pal. So, Mother, she doesn't watch these. Mother, you're not getting a Diamond Art Club Christmas card this year, not unless I go out and buy one. But we've got a little Sparkle Pal. I do have some Craft Buddy ones. I tend to to, I like the Craft Buddy ones. I don't think I've ever tried a Diamond Art Club one. I don't think I have. I don't think they had anything like this in last year's calendar. I'm trying to think back. And it doesn't jog any memories. So this will be my first time doing one of the Sparkle Pals then. So we'll look forward to that one. See how they compare to the Craft Buddy ones, which I love. I got my Hamish and I got my Colin Craft Buddy ones earlier on last month. And number 12 is the last diamond painting. Oh, this one looks like it might be a snowman. Oh, it's a gingerbread house. I just saw the blue and the snow. I thought, oh, maybe it's a snowman. It's a gingerbread house. Oh my goodness me. Oh my God. It gives you a workout opening this. No wonder I'll need to have a drink of my coffee now, because, like, as I said, I'm not a tea cake. I need sustenance after this arm wrestling it out. So this is Candyland Cottage. It's Eau Claire Studio. 22, oh, this is a square, 22.8 by 22.8 centimetres. And round again. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my gosh. It's got 29 colours, 2 ABs, 2 fairy dusts. Again, I think this is another one I might be able to use these on. Okay, so I'm looking for where I can use these drills to swap out. Okay, and that's it. That's it. It's empty. I've done it all. Yes, up to number 12. Okay, let's move the big box out of the way. Okay, that was my mirror. Right, let's adjust this light slightly and we'll come down a little bit and zoom in, and we can see these in a little bit more detail. So we have got 2 canvases. We've got the Candyland Cottage, we've got the Snowy Woodland Wanderer even. We have got the Sparkle Pal. We've got our Mini Dazzles Christmas Treats. We've got our window clings here. Diamond Painting Kit window clings. We've got our Happy Holidays garland. We've got our Winter Whimsy coasters. So out of the 12 boxes, or the 12 windows in our advent calendar, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 projects. So that's really good. That's more than half of the contents of the calendar contain projects. Okay, the other 5 contain tools or accessories. So we have got a tray. And first inspection, this I'm not impressed. It feels quite flimsy, but we will use it to do all these projects, and I will feed back to you to see how it goes. We have a diamond painting pen. I've never used the twist and pick, this twisty metal before, placer, so we'll see how it goes. I would have liked to have had a multi-placer in there. It seems quite wide, so it's not going to fit. Let me see, I've got this pen here. It's not going to fit a regular plastic one. You see that? I don't know what's designed to go in here. Whether they've got their, oh, it's got a twist. They've got a twist in here. I imagine, please enlighten me. But I imagine they do twisty multi-placers to fit in these pens. Look, if you're going to give us one of these pens, give us a multi-placer to go in that end, please. Yep. I would have rather have had, like, say, a 3-placer or a 4-placer or a 5-placer to go in, a twister to go in that end of the pen than the tray. Okay? I think, yes, definitely. we've got these cute little cover minders. They've kind of gone out of favour now, cover minders. People don't tend to use them very often because we've got, well, certainly Diamond Art Club, we've got the perforated canvas. I do love a cover minder. I've got a little magnet board up on my cupboard door here in my spare bedroom / craft room, and I have all my cover minders on that, and it looks very pretty. Oops, I've put these in the wrong way. But we've got some washi. We've got 3 washi tapes. Again, I'm going to use these in the projects. I don't like the fact they've got Diamond Art Club written on them. It's a decorative washi with Christmas themes, and they've got Diamond Art Club written all through it. Don't like that. Sorry. I do like the images though. They're quite pretty. 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 I went well slangy Scottish there. Pretty. And we've got 2 tubs, 2 pots of round gems, 666 M666, which I think is the frosted ones, and E907. I don't know what E stands for. Please tell me, or I'll go and look on the Diamond Art Club website, actually, as well. Right, okay, stay tuned. Don't know which order I'm going to do these in, but yeah, if you hang on, you will find out. Okay, back in a minute with the first project finished. Okay, so I've cleared everything out of the way, and the first project I've decided to do is the window clings. So what we'll do is we'll open it up, we'll see what we get, I'll work on it, and I'll give you my thoughts. So, what do we get with the window clings? Well, we get the 2 images. So we get Season's Greetings, and we get the snow globe. This one is quite sparse. There's not a lot of drillage, as they say in this one. Not very much at all. In contrast, our little snow globe is jam-packed full of yummy drills. Window clings, if you've never used them, I'm sure most people have. That's the cover for the stick. The back will peel off as well. Come on. Oh, that's not the back, that's the cover again. Oh my gosh, I won't be peeling the back off of this anyway until I'm ready to put them up, because I will put them up this Christmas. There you go. The back peels off and it sticks to glass or a window, or you can stick it to a mirror, stick it to a window. It's up to you where you put them. I've used these on multiple occasions. Anyway, 2 nice little window clings, 2 nice designs there. I think I will be blinging this up with these extra drills, because it doesn't look like there are any special drills in here. No DMC numbers on these. Oh, wait a minute. These look like fairy dusts, some of them. What does the box say? Box doesn't say anything about fairy dust gems. It does say it did say somewhere everything you need to make it up, and then it said on another bit, oh yeah, here it is, Art Kit DIY includes everything you need. And then at the back it says toolkit not included. So everything is contradicting itself here. Kind of beg to differ. You kind of need a toolkit. Just a tiny little observation. A teeny tiny little observation. Okay, let's see what we've got. These, some are regular drills. There's no DMCs, they're just numbered as per on the project. We've got Those are regular. This looks like a fairy, because I was going to swap this out with these, but then that's a fairy dust, so I don't think I will. Some white regular ones. That's red ABs. That's blue ABs. There's a little bit of brown. That's just a regular cream. This is twinkly. I can't decide whether it's an AB or a fairy dust. I think it might be an AB. That's a regular. That's a dark green regular, a brown, a mushroomy regular drill. Oh, that's a fairy dust on that one. That's a normal one. And that's like darker. Ugh, that's unfortunate, because the ones I would have swapped out on here for specials are already special. That's a fairy dust and that's an AB. Okay, what we'll do is we'll do these projects with without the enhancements then, and yeah, I'll tell you what they're like. Hang around and find out. Okay, so here are the two little window clings done. First of all, Season's Greetings. It only has 4 colours in it. 2 shades of red, 2 shades of green. The red, I think, or the paler red, should I say, I think it might be, it's not an AB, I think it might be that frosted diamond that I've heard about. Not too sure. The darker green is the fairy dust. I'm starting to be able to see fairy dust now. I think because I've done a few projects with the fairy dust diamonds, I'm starting to see them a bit better. But this is pretty. The vast majority of the colours, oh look, my snow globe's coming off. The vast majority of the colours were in the snow globe, of course. Again, we've got that kind of frosted blue around here. A little bit of the frosted in the base. I thought the snow might have been like an AB might have worked better, but I think given the fact there are special gems in some of the other colours, it might have been a bit too much. Anyway, they are very, very pretty indeed. I have made notes. I don't always make notes, but I have made notes. Drills, pretty good quality. A few of them had some static, not all the bags, but a few. The majority were fine. One thing I did notice when I was placing these is that they were very slippy. They were skiting all over the place, slip sliding away. They were. I would seal these, I think, before using them, before putting them up. The slightest nudge and knock will have them slipping. I think it's probably down to the fact that, you know, these are window clings, so this is on a very, like, it's on plastic here. Oh, let's do this one because it's coming away anyway. So it's on like a plastic, so it is naturally very slippy. It's not like a canvas with a little bit of bite to it. So yeah, that was one of the things I did notice. Something that I thought I would do is compare the prices. You know, is this a value for money advent calendar? Now, all prices I'm going to give you are in pounds sterling, because that's the currency I use. Full price on the Diamond Art Club website, this calendar costs £133. I had a 20% off voucher. I think I paid about £100 for it. So what I thought I'd do is I'd look at the prices of the individual items in there and add them all up and make a, you know, make a, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, see if it's a value for money advent calendar or not. Now, Diamond Art Club don't do window clings. They're not on their website. So what I thought I'd do is I'd just go to Amazon, type in diamond painting window clings and see what I get come up. The vast majority of hits I got on Amazon were for packs of 6, and they cost, well, the more expensive ones. I'm going to lean towards the more expensive end because, like on Temu, obviously you're going to get them, you know, cheaper. So towards the more expensive end on Amazon, a pack of 6 will cost approximately £10. They go down as low as about £6. So if we take the higher end, because obviously Diamond Art Club is more of a premium high-end company, they do charge a little bit more. These would cost £3.30 for the pair, not each, for the pair. I might be willing to pop that up to £3.50 for the pair because we've got special gems in there. I'm gonna give them an extra 20p. Yeah, so I'm gonna say £3.50 for the pair. Out of £133 calendar, we're not doing very well, are we? One product down. We've still got 130 quid to go. I've got a feeling that this is not going to turn out as a cost-effective way to get all these products. Anyway, that was the window clings. Oh, I need to check the time because I need to check how long this took me to do. So this took about 1 hour 15 minutes maybe. This probably took me, it took me less than 2 hours. Okay, so I'd say probably an hour and a quarter, and that's from start to finish, including cutting all the bags open. I just worked one colour at a time. I didn't kit up or anything. So we're talking approximately 2 hours in time. I'm making notes here as I speak. So nice little project for the evening. You can put on a movie, nice Christmas movie, and get the window clings done. So very nice, but as I say, you can get them cheaper on Amazon. Okay, so one project down, several more to go. So let's put these to the side and we'll look at the next project. Now, the next one I've decided to do is the mini dazzles. Okay, the reason being, when I did the window clings, I said I was going to use everything that was in the advent calendar and nothing extra. Hold on, let me just move that. I thought that light, oh, it's my big light that's causing that glare. Yeah, it's dark. It's nighttime. Anyway, yeah, I said I was going to use everything that was in the advent calendar. Now, one thing that we didn't get that we needed was wax or putty. So I found some Diamond Art Club heart-shaped wax because we're still going to stick with Diamond Art Club, and I used that. I did use this pen and I used this tray. However, we will, I'll reserve judgment on feedback on all these things until the end, until we've done all the projects. Now, Mini Dazzles, I think, has got kit in it. I know the larger kits do. They will have a diamond painting, a toolkit in there, because they always do, don't they? But I didn't want to do one of those as my second project. So I thought, well, hopefully there's a kit, there's a kit in here. I think it doesn't say that there's not one. Maybe if I take the sleeve off. Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, so if I take the sleeve off, it says there's 4 6-inch canvases, diamonds, a twist and pick applicator with wax and multi-placers, a stackable tray with lid and stopper, inventory sheet and baggies. Okay, so I'm gonna get everything in here. So that's perfect. Yeah, because I wanted to do this using everything in the advent calendar rather than having to go and get extra stuff. Because one of my thoughts were, you know, if somebody was getting this advent calendar as a first time diamond painter, would it have everything in there that they needed? I haven't seen any instructions of how to diamond paint. Whether or not there's any in here. Oh yes, there is. However, I cannot see a toolkit. Okay, so we're already down one in my estimation. It says on the box here that there's just got your 6 canvases, diamonds, twist and pick applicator with wax and multi-placers, stackable tray with lid and stopper, inventory sheet, reusable bags. So we have the images, we have the sticker sheet, we have the thank you for your purchase, which will give you your tips and tricks of, you know, how to diamond paint, how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator. We've got our diamonds, we've got our gems. They're all squares, by the way, that I've just noticed. What we don't have, however, and yeah, what we don't have, however, is a toolkit. Right, I'm very, very, very disappointed with that. What we have here is we have got a case of false advertising, in my opinion. If on the box it says you're going to have these things in the kit, you better damn well have them in the kit. I don't care whether this is part of an advent calendar or not. You should have these in the kit. Okay, you should have a twist and pick applicator, you should have a stackable tray with lid and stopper, and you should have your 15 resealable baggies. You don't have any, we don't have any of these at all. The other thing that I noticed as well, where is the, oh, here it is here. It says frame ready. I don't know if I would call them frame ready. I suppose 4x6 inch. They're 4x6 inch, so you know you do get 4x6 inch frames. So okay, we'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that one. But it's yeah, not happy with this. They are marked well down in the fact that they don't have a toolkit in it, and when it comes to me comparing the prices of a Mini Dazzles kit on the website compared with the Mini Dazzles kit in here, I will be knocking off some money because there was no toolkit. We will look at the images. So we have got our sweet treats here, our Christmas candies, we have got our Yule log, we have got our Christmas pudding. I think they call it figgy pudding, but it's our Christmas pudding. Sorry, I can't drum up any excitement about this because, yeah, I'm very disappointed. What is this? Milk and cookies, eggnog, and the gingerbread house. I mean, it's, you know, a nice soft canvas, very similar to their large canvases. I got Mini Dazzles in the last advent calendar I did. You know, I will confess I haven't done them. They're still sitting in my cupboard, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, do the projects in here. So yeah, we do have a sticker sheet in 19 colours. They are all fairy dust and they're all squares, so I won't be swapping out anything for my extra drills that I got. We will look at the colours. We will also kit this up actually. I've got oh gosh, look at that. I've got these to kit up and just little plastic cheapo. I don't know whether I got that, but I think I got that one from Amazon. I don't know whether I got that one from Amazon or AliExpress, but I think that was an Amazon one. Can you tell by my voice how disappointed I am? I mean, look, it's not like I was really desperate for a toolkit. You know, I've got toolkits coming out the wazoo. But if you advertise on the box that there's a toolkit in there and there's no toolkit, that's quite frankly disgusting. You know, I'm not going to beat about the bush. Sorry. Anyway, these are all fairy dusts that we've got here. So, I don't know whether the camera will pick any of them up. But we've got some white, we've got browns here. I think there's probably going to be a lot of brown in this because of the fact that we've got the gingerbread and the Yule log and the fig and the Christmas pudding. Okay. Yeah, more browns coming out. And yellows. They're not very Christmassy, these colours, are they? If you think about it. Not very Christmassy at all. I'm not impressed. Shall we say that one? I am not impressed so far. What we'll do is we'll kit this up. I'll work them all up. What I will also do is we will cover up the border here with some washi tape, make it a little bit more decorative, because I don't particularly want to see this code. But yeah, we'll put a border of washi tape around it that also says Diamond Art Club on it, but hey ho, never mind. And yeah, I shall be back with you. Yeah, I shall be back with you in a bit with these finished and my thoughts. Okay, so we have done the mini dazzles. I think I was a little bit harsh initially when I unboxed it. Yeah, I was disappointed about the fact that there wasn't a toolkit there, and I think I was a bit harsh. I get why they didn't put a toolkit in. However, I do think that if I stand by the fact that if they're not going to put it in the box, why write on the box that you're going to be supplying it? If you were a brand new diamond painter and had got this advent calendar to try out diamond painting, you wouldn't be able to do any diamond painting until you open box number 4. Just saying. Anyway, I did the mini dazzles. I must say I was very, very, very impressed. I haven't done any mini dazzles before. I've bordered them all with the washi. But yeah, the whole project took me about 4 hours from start to finish. So that's kitting up, doing them and putting the washi on. It's all fairy dust, it's all squares. I will say there was an awful lot of static in the bags. Now, I'm putting this thing out to not just Diamond Art Club, but anybody that's involved in any diamond painting company or drill manufacturing company. It's 2025, it's nearly 2026. Surely by now there is a way that these drills can be packaged that doesn't cause the static. Now, I know the static comes from the fact that they're the high quality resin drills. We don't want to lose that. But do they have to go into plastic, those horrible, cheap, nasty plastic bags? You know, those little packets. How about paper? I don't know how logistically that would go. But paper, perhaps. I suppose they could tear, but I'm sure you could develop something that wouldn't cause all that static build up. There you go, I'm throwing down the gauntlet. Plus, something recyclable perhaps. The amount of plastic waste in this hobby is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, that's a wee aside. Just something I was thinking about. Before we look at these, I had loads of drills left over, but you can see some of the static there, can't you? I had plenty of drills, although I think there was one colour I started to get a wee bit worried about. Oh yeah, it was that one there. Yeah, that one. Sorry. There we go. There's not many drills left in there, but we had enough. And I am super impressed with the fairy dust, by the way. I can really see them now, but not in all colours. I like the effect on the browns. It makes them look really metallic. But yeah, and I thought I'd border it with the washi tape. So there's our eggnog, our cookies and our milk. What's that? I want to know. Could it potentially be like a name plate? Like say to Santa? That's what I think it might be. It looks like kind of like a name plate, doesn't it? Gingerbread house. This looks incredibly metallic. Christmas pudding. A Yule log. And upside down, the Christmas candies, Christmas sweeties. So yeah, I actually really enjoyed them. I really rate them. I haven't looked up how much these cost on the website. A set of mini dazzles. Bear with and I will find out. Okay, so I had a little look on the website. There is mini dazzles Christmas season set of 6 on there. I'll pop a picture up, I think, if I can get it sorted out. But they cost £19. In UK money, there was another set that cost £19, Mini Dazzle series of merriment. So I'm looking at the Christmas ones. They all cost £19. In fact, all the kits that I've seen cost £19. Now, I imagine they come with a toolkit. This didn't come with a toolkit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock off £2 because they didn't come with a toolkit. So instead of calling these £19 worth of value, I'm going to call it £17. I did say I would compensate for the fact that there wasn't a toolkit with these. So I'm going to say approximately £17 for the Mini Dazzle set. That's it's cheaper than Paint Gem, but you get fewer canvases, if you like, mini canvases. Paint Gem typically have between 12 and 16 for about like £25–30. Paint Gem don't have the fancy drills though. But yeah, impressed with these, like these. So well done. Just my only gripe's the toolkit. That's all. But yeah, and they were really fun to do. Really fun to do. And the washi tape, even though it says Diamond Art Club, the washi tape is really fun and it's actually really good quality. It's really sticking onto here, because that's the thing. Sometimes when you use washi tape, it starts to curl up. But these are sticking really nicely. So hey ho, that's a win. So what am I going to do next? I did think I might do a canvas next, but I have decided to do another small project. So we'll do 3 small projects. And the small project that I've decided to do next is the Sparkle Pal. Now I've got a feeling I did do a Sparkle Pal last year. I couldn't remember doing one, but now I'm thinking about it, I think I did. I don't know what it was. I can't for the life of me remember, but I'm pretty sure I did one. It would have been either a snowman or a reindeer or a nutcracker or something along those kind of lines, I think. It wasn't a gnome. Unless it was a Santa. Well, let's see what we get in this, because we're not having any surprises. Sparkle Pal, wooden baseboard, superior quality diamonds, toolkit not included. Why couldn't they have done that on the Mini Dazzles? We do have a how it works. And it's a jolly gnome. Although it does say Art Kit DIY includes everything you need, as I said, with the snow globes, the window clings. I beg to differ. It doesn't have a toolkit. You know, you need a toolkit. Oh, we have a little doodad. It'll just be the oopsie-daisy. Let's have a look. It will just be the instructions. Fair enough. Let's have a look at our little gnome. Oh, he's fun. Wooden base. Not a lot of drilling, if you like, on there. We have got what looks like 8 colours. Will this fit in straight away just now? You've got to watch with these actually, because when the plastic's still on, because it might not fit in properly, and I don't want to fit it in until I've sealed it. But hey, even though I don't do gnomes, I must admit he is kind of cute, isn't he? Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle on the back. I like the fact that it's come in bubble wrap, because these can be quite fragile. I've never had an issue with anything that I've bought from Craft Buddy in these types of projects, but anything that I've bought from some of the budget sites that are shipped from China, I have had some breakages. So yeah, it's good that it's in here. It helps to protect it a little bit. So that's a plus point. Let's see what we've got here, see if we've got any specials, because as I said, we might swap them out. Oh, by the way, I found out what these are. E907. They're glow in the dark drills. So we'll have a go with them at some point during the course of the experiment of doing stuff with this calendar. Colour wise, we have got yeah, there's not going to be a lot because there's not a lot of drilling going on, but there's a yellow and a tan and a brown and a dark green peachy colour. We've got a red AB, we've got a darker red, we've got some greys, and we've got a white fairy dust, is it? Or am I just seeing things now? Now that I've seen what now I can see what a fairy dust looks like. I'm seeing them blooming everywhere. Anyway, I think I'll just freestyle this from the bags. We won't bother kitting it up because I don't think it's going to take that long. And yeah, I'll be back to you shortly with the finish. So here's our Sparkle Pal, all finished. Not put them in the stand because I want to seal it first. Okay, we'll start with the positives. There are actually 3 special drills in this. So as well as the red AB, this darker red here is one of those frosted ones, you know, the kind of matte finish ones. I don't know how I feel about those because they're not shiny or sparkly. I like diamond painting because of the sparkle, so jury's out on those for the moment. Well, actually, I think there was maybe 4, because that dark grey here and this paler grey here, I think are both fairy dust. So just a smattering though, just a smattering. But still, I mean, you know, this is a sturdy, good quality product. It's by no means cheap and nasty, if you know what I mean. It's very, very, very good quality. I was a bit confused with some of these drill placements, you know, why have you got red drills in the white area? But hey, artistic license, perhaps. Now, where it falls down in my eyes is the price. Oh, before I do the price actually, this took me 40 minutes. so it's less than an hour. So this will sort of like impact the value for money side of things. On the website, these cost £14. £14 for something that takes less than an hour to do. You can make your own mind up as to whether that's value for money or not. It is very good quality. You've got 4 different types of special drills on there, even though there's not very many drills, if you know what I mean. You're probably talking that dark red on here, maybe about 30 drills, the ABs maybe about 100, if that. The grey sparkly ones, again, maybe about 20 drills of each colour. It's not a lot. And I think I'm being quite generous there. So yeah, 14 quid for 40 minutes worth of crafty fun. In terms of ranking this price for the box, I'm actually going to take, like I did with the mini dazzles, I'm going to take £2 off, and I'm going to put this at £12 for the box, basically because it doesn't contain a toolkit. I've never bought a Sparkle Pal on its own. I would imagine they sell them with a toolkit, so that's why I'm going to knock £2 off. We'll see how that impacts the price of the individual items as part of the box as a whole at the end. I might do 2 versions, like my calculated versions, you know, without the toolkits, versus the actual versions that you get on the website with the toolkits, and see what difference that makes. It's not going to make much of a difference. It's only going to be a matter of like £5 or £6, I reckon. Okay, now we come to the big bugbear in terms of value for money. Now, I'm not casting aspersions on any company, because, you know, there's not a trademark on any of these, you know, not as far as I'm aware anyway. However, Craft Buddy do an identical product. They're called their Buddies, and they're identical in size, identical in quality. The difference is that they do have one difference, in that these seem to have special drills on them. The Craft Buddy little buddies that I've done have not had any special drills. Okay, that doesn't mean to say that there aren't some out there that do. There may be. Okay. Craft Buddy also hold Disney license, and they also hold Harry Potter license. Okay, so you're going to get all your little Disney princesses, you're going to get Star Wars and Marvel characters, you're going to get all your little Harry Potter characters, just like you are with Diamond Art Club. On the Diamond Art Club website, these retail at £14. On the Craft Buddy website, their equivalent product retails at £4.99. Okay, that's a difference of £9. Okay, they are a third almost of the price of the Diamond Art Club ones. They're identical products, they're identical quality. I'll let you make your own mind up on that one. I know when it comes to these sort of figures where I'm going to be spending my money. Yeah, I don't know how shipping goes to and from the United. Obviously, Craft Buddy is the UK company. Although they do have a minimum spend to qualify for free shipping, we don't automatically get free shipping. I don't know what the cut-off is. It's about £30 or something like that. I don't know how that, you know, their cost of shipping to other countries are. But certainly, guys, if you're in the UK and you like these kind of things, I would go at Craft Buddy. It's a no-brainer as far as I'm concerned. But saying that, that doesn't mean that I don't like this. Okay, gnomes aren't my thing, but in terms of the enjoyment that I got out of it, in terms of the quality, in terms of the fact, am I going to seal this and put this up along with my Christmas decorations? The answer to all of those is lots of enjoyment, fantastic quality, and yes, I will be adding it to my Christmas decorations. So ticks all those boxes. It's just, in terms of value for money, it's a big no from me. Big no. Right, okay. Let us put this to the side because now we are going to do a canvas. Yay! So we've done 3 small projects. We've done the window clings, we've done the mini dazzles, we have done the Sparkle Pal. So now we're going to do a canvas, I think. We've got 4 projects left to do, 2 off the canvas projects and 2 canvases. So what canvas are we doing? Well, I'm saving my favourite one to the end, which is the deer. So we're going to do this one, the gingerbread house. It is the smaller of the 2 canvases as well. Sorry, I'm just moving my stuff over to the side just so we get a little bit extra room. Zoom out a little bit. We'll get this unboxed and we'll have a look at the drills, and then off camera I will kit it up, I will work on it, I will make notes, and then we'll show you the finish. Okay, told you this is a juicy video, a juicy long video. But it is something that I'd thought about for a while, you know, like I said this earlier. Well, it was a couple of days ago, really, but it was actually earlier in this video. That loads of people open up these advent calendars and it's like, oh, this is nice, this is nice, and this is nice. And they might do 1 project or maybe 2, and then you never see the rest of it. So, first toolkit of the advent calendar, and it's one that comes in the box. It's kind of what you'd expect. I'm not going to bother opening it. I think if you are watching this video, you are quite up with Diamond Art Club and you do watch a lot of Diamond Art Club content, but it's basically, you've got your basic things. You've got your twist and pick pen, you've got your tray with a lid, you've got your bags, and there'll be some wax and a multi-placers in there rattling away. But we're not interested in toolkits, we're interested in what's going on in here. We have a sticker sheet, of course, 29 colours. Now, I'm hoping to swap some of these out if I can. We've got some fairy dust. Oh, yes, we will definitely be swapping it out because I can see we've got 666 here. And this is a 666. So we'll swap that one out. We don't, however, have a 907 that I can see. I don't know, I'm still not too sure what I'm going to do with this. I might, well, we'll see. Well, hopefully I get to use them. But I think in this one we will swap out our 666 red for these. Okay, just so we can have a play. Thank you for your purchase. Oh, we have Treasure Quest cards, bronze. Okay, you know what, well, I don't know, maybe you don't know what my opinion is on these. I did say it in another video that I had. I don't see the allure for them myself personally. I don't see the purpose of them. I think they're a very clever marketing tool, but that's as far as it goes. Not going to be wasting my time with it. Okay, let's have a look at the canvas. I buy diamond paintings for the image and the picture and the fun of doing the project, not for all the bells and whistles that come with them. Oh, it is dinky tiny little canvas. I'll just roll it back a little bit. I mean, they do self-flatten out anyway, but it's got really quite stuck in the middle. Nice thick perforated canvas. Okay. It is very cute. Very cute indeed. And we will be using a cover minder. I know it's got the perforated cover, but I'm going to use a cover minder as well. I thought about maybe oh my gosh, I thought about maybe using the glove, because this is my favorite. It's, oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's actually textured. You can you see the ribbing? That looks like a rib stitch there, and the actual mitten itself does look like a stocking stitch, you know, for those knitters amongst you. You know, the attention to detail is absolutely incredible. I love this cover minder. I really, really do. Part of me thinks, though, it should be Santa stuck in the chimney, because it's the little house. I like this one as well. I tell you what, we'll use Santa stuck in the chimney for this one, and we might use the little mitten for the deer, because, you know, it's cold out. You need your mittens on. So we'll take this out. Oops, let's put these in there. We'll take this out of its little thing. We'll use Santa. Let's look at the drills. As I said, we're going to swap our 666 red out for these. We'll zoom in again a bit, actually. Yeah, we're going to swap our 666 red out for these ones. So yeah, nice mix of colours, super multicoloured. You know, all these decorations around here, little baubles. In they're like little gumdrops, aren't they? Little gumdrops, like in Shrek on the gingerbread man in the roof of the house. So they're all look really, really cool. They're going to be really fun. They're going to be fun to do. And we've got some blues for the sky. That'll be in the snow, that one. Quite a bit of blue in this, actually. Okay, we have a white AB there. Oh god, that was a bit in your face. We have a white AB there. Oh, teeny tiny bit of green. And that is our green fairy dust. And this looks like our yellow AB. And this looks like our red fairy dust. But yeah, lots of lovely, lovely little colours. Teeny tiny patches of everything. Now this is, I mean, these are the biggest ones here. These blues that are in the, you've seen this already, but these blues that are in the sky is the biggest packs. I can't see this taking me too long. I'm actually quite a speedy diamond painter. I have been practicing, I have been using this pen. I've been using this pen on, so far I've used it on the window clings and on the Sparkle Pal. I didn't use it on the other ones because I wanted to multi-place, and I can't multi-place. I think I'm enjoying this pen. It feels odd in my hand though, because there isn't a multi-placer on at this end. There's nothing here. It feels heavy at this end and very light at this end. I think when Black Friday comes around, it'll have been and gone by the time this video goes out, by the way. I think when Black Friday comes around, I'm going to treat myself to a couple of multi-placers. I've been lured in. Might pick up a 4 and a 7, like what you get with the standard kits, and I'll have a look on the website, see how they come, and I will get a multi-placer, and we'll get, you know, the next sort of like project that I work on, well, one of the projects I work on in 2026, we'll break this out and we'll do a proper test. I'll do a proper sort of like workout of it. So what I'm going to use instead is, because I did quite like them, is the Twist and Pick pen from the kit. So I'm going to use that instead. I first used this Twist and Pick pen earlier this year. I had never used it before. First time I used it was like when I did my Peggy Collins, and that was in, was that September, I want to say, September, October time, and that was the first time I'd ever used one of these Twist and Pick pens, and I was very impressed. So we'll be using the Twist and Pick pen to do this. Anyway, I'm going to go and kit this up, and I'll see you in a minute with the finish. Okay, back in a bit. So here is the finish of Candyland Cottage. It's during the day. It's low winter sun. We have got quite a lot of shadow, just because of the angle of things. But, you know, hopefully you can see it well enough. I'm going to start, unfortunately, with a negative right off the bat, because I think it's worthwhile me saying this. I have never had this issue with a Diamond Art Club canvas before that I can think of off the top of my head, but the stick was not good. I am still debating on whether I should seal this or not. I'm quite fearful that the drills might come off, but we'll see. I'm going to put it into an album portfolio, so hopefully they'll stay on. But the stick wasn't great. Now I don't know whether it's because I got, you know, this maybe is a bad one. You know, it does happen. But there were certain places, particularly down at the bottom here, when I was applying the drills, and all I was using was the Twist and Pick pen and pink wax, so it wasn't anything like, you know, super sticky here. I was placing the drills and they weren't sticking to the canvas, they were staying on here. So, and then when I touched it, I could feel tack, but not like a good stick. Now, I've done a lot of double-sided adhesive canvases this year. Maybe I'm spoiled in a way because, you know, they are so sticky. You know, once you place your drill down, there's no moving it unless you get the tweezers out. But yeah, that was very disappointing. Very disappointing. However, saying that, the image is sweet. It fits well into this size. It doesn't look too pixelated. It is a 22.8 by 22.8 design, 29 colours, round drill. We had 2 ABs, 2 fairy dust, but I also added on some of these frosted gems that came with the calendar. So probably the best place to look is down here. So I'm struggling in a way. I mean, I can see the frosted gems. Sorry, I had to do a quick jump cut there. Now, I can't see the frosted gems. They are not as sparkly and shiny as the other ones. So around here, I don't know how appropriate they are for this canvas because it's, I don't know. I can't see where I would use them, in all honesty, after putting them in this canvas. I'm not one for enhancements. I don't really do too much to my canvases. I'm not as creative as a lot of diamond painters that can, you know, see uses for them. After putting these in here, I'm not convinced. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find a use for these in any other canvases. We'll try, we'll see, but yeah. I'm starting to see the fairy dust more now, so got fairy dust around here. Other places where we have the fairy dust, oh my gosh, it is so, I've got lights on and everything, and it's still casting lots of shadow. Anyway, other places for fairy dust is we've got, I've put frosted here. There's red fairy dust up in these gumdrops. There's some frosted up here. Oops, you can't see. There's some frosted up here. The green fairy dust is here, and some of the little gumdrops. And what other did we have? Yellow ABs are in the path and in the lighted windows. And the white ABs is obviously the snow, and a little spattering in the snow, or the icing, if you like, on the gingerbread cottage. Plenty of gems left over if that's something that interests you. If you want to save them, I have stopped saving my gems. Don't do them anymore. Don't save them anymore. I don't even save a lot of my specials anymore because I've got no room, and as I said, I don't really add too much to it. I used my little Santa cover minder. He was cute. The other thing I used as well, even though it had the perforated cover sheet, I used the washi to sort of like mark the edges. So, because I struggle to see, you know, I'm probably not the only one. When you peel it back, I struggle to see where the plastic ends and the sticky canvas begins. So I did that. What else? I started off using the tray that came with the kit. I didn't like it. I will do a proper review of the tray when we look at the big tray. But I didn't like it. Okay, that's enough that I'm going to say now. It wasn't for me. And yeah, that is that. So this took me approximately 5.5 hours to do. If you're looking for a price comparison to a similar size canvas on the Diamond Art Club website, they do the 9" by 9" canvases on there. They're all very basic. They're all like, you know, the kid friendly ones. They retail at £14. Okay, so once again, I should say that all prices are going to be in pounds rather than in dollars, because that is the currency that I use. So yeah, £14. So that would be the equivalent price for that. We will do a full price breakdown at the end of the video as to whether or not this is worth the money or not, if you know what I mean. Right, okay, so we'll pop this away. Oh, you can really see the difference in light now. Hold on, I might just move this a little bit. Okay, what I actually did was I shut my curtains and I put all the lighting on, which is a horrible thing to do when it's such a beautiful sunny winter sunny day out there. But yeah, the sun is just too bright and too low. Anyway, here's the canvas again. You're going to see a bit more detail without all that shadow across it. So hopefully that looks a little bit better now. Super sparkly, super awesome. Apart from, as I said, yeah, you can pick them up a lot better now. These drills here, that red, you can see the fairy dust here, and that's the red frosted drills. Anyway, yeah, what project are we doing next? I thought we would do the garland. So let's zoom in. Actually, that might be better, like that. Right, the garland. So, it's going to be difficult for me to do a price comparison on this because there are no garlands, obviously, on the Diamond Art Club website. Also, when I did, when I googled or went onto Amazon, they didn't have any diamond painting banners or garlands or anything. So we're going to look up, when I do a price comparison, we're going to look at other craft type garlands or craft type banners. Okay, I think once again we are in that same situation. Art Kit DIY includes everything you need. Toolkit not included. I've said my piece on that one, I think. But you should get everything else. Right, so we have got some red ribbon here, which you can hang your garland up with. These are a little bit smaller than I thought they were going to be, but we have got like a winter woolly hat, bubble hat. An ornament, tree ornament, another tree ornament. I want to sort of like go through all these letters first. We've got a present. That's going to pick up the light now. We have got a Christmas tree. And then the rest of it all is all the happy holidays. So we've got HOLIDAYS in green by the looks of things, and HAPPY happy. I'm HAPPY. Oh my gosh, if you're of a certain age and you're in the UK, do you remember like the sitcom? It's called Only When I Laugh. It's James Bolam in it. Bolam in it, you know, from the Likely Lads. Yeah, it was set in like a gentleman's ward in a hospital. Yeah. Oh, it had Richard Wilson in it. Oh, he was a doctor. Oh, I don't believe it. Well, that was a different sitcom. But yeah, I'm HAPPY. My dad used to love that show. I'm HAPPY. I'm HAPPY. I know I am. I'm sure I am. I'm HAPPY. Anyway, God, that's a blast from the past. That is. Anyway, the garland. There's a lot to do here. I am thinking that I might get bored with this rather quickly because it's all very samey. You know what I mean? These are card, by the way, if you're wondering. These are just thick card. Okay, not plastic, not felt, not canvas, just a thick card. So that brings the value, I think, a bit down a little bit. But yeah, I think this is 15, so this is going to be the letters for the H. It's going to be in this sort of like, it's like a dark teal. And that's 8, so that's going to be the happy. So yeah, so greens obviously. We've got a white AB, and we've got this green AB here. Oh, it's like a olive green. Now I'm looking to see if I can maybe swap out some colours here for some of the other drills. Red AB. Little small amounts. I can already see that there's a decent amount of static in some of these. Okay, so that's your colours. Well, you can see here it's red and green essentially. That's why I think I'm going to get a little bit bored with this, because they're all very, very samey. I mean, if you look, let's take this out. Let's look at the happy. So H. Well, let's just go happy, because otherwise I'm going to I'm not going to fit it all in. I have to spread it out a wee bit. But you're just working with 8 and 9. 8 and 9. 2 colours in all those letters, and you've got 5 letters to go through. Holidays is going to be even more like that. Was it 15 and 14? This is going to be so boring. I'm going to find this really boring. But we will make it up. And yeah, I'll tell you whether I got bored with it or not. I think I'll be watching, yeah, watching something quite fun and interesting to take my mind off this. I think it's going to be quite tedious. Anyway, okay, right, I'll drill it up and I'll tell you whether or not I'm right. Okay, so we haven't finished the garland. I haven't put it together. I'll explain to you why I haven't put it together. Here's the little ribbon it came with. If we lift up the Christmas tree here, you'll see that, there we go, you'll see that there's a couple of little spots where you can just punch out the hole. You just pop those little tabs out, and then you can thread your ribbon through. The ribbon is obviously a lot thicker than the hole, so you'd have to fold it down to push it through. Now, first of all, can I say this wasn't as much of a chore as I thought it was going to be. I did think it was going to be quite boring, because certainly when it comes to the lettering, it was all going to be very samey. But it wasn't. It was okay. I just see a missing gem there. Hold on, we'll just pop that in. It's number 16. I don't know why that's popped off, because I didn't have a missing gem before, so I don't know what's happened there. Anyway, there we go. And it goes. Right, I did, as I said, I did swap some things out. So on this little bauble, for instance, you'll see that I've used the frosted down here. Oops, let's focus again. I've used the frosted down at the bottom. And also in the Christmas tree, I've used the frosted red gems in the baubles. So basically what I did was I swapped out everything that was this colour here, which is this sort of scarlet red, looks like a 666 red. I swapped it out for the frosted, and it actually looks quite nice. The thing is with these, I had to single place absolutely everything, and that is reflected in the time that it's taken me to do all the pieces for the garland. We'll come on to the letters in a minute, but the whole thing took me 5 hours 45 minutes, so nearly 6 hours. So I think this is possibly the longest project so far. Let me check my times. The Candyland Cottage diamond painting took 5.5 hours. Yeah, Mini Dazzles took 4 hours. So far, this is the project that's taken the longest, by about 15 minutes. I couldn't spend more than about an hour doing it at a time, basically because it was quite repetitive and there was a lot of single placing. One of the things I didn't like is that, I don't know how obvious it is here, I'll have to bring this right up. You'll see there's a lot of white shining around here. So the symbols were in white circles. You had to get your drill placement pretty much bang on. There's not much room for error there, and you can see that white. It's not so obvious on the lighter colours, but it's well obvious on the dark colours. Okay, so those are the little images, if you like. Yeah. Let's go on to the lettering. So here's the happy. Oops, I had put it in order. Let's zoom out actually so that you can see it all a bit better. I've got a lot of stuff flying everywhere, as you can see. HAPPY. So there's our happy, and let me just move that up here. Let's move this out the way over here. And along the bottom we have got HOLIE. Is it all going to fit? YS. We'll make it fit. Happy holidays. The other thing, so happy a chart I did as was. It's just a plain red drill, and that's a white AB. Oh, by the way, there was a frosted diamond in here, but two frosted diamonds on the not frosted, sorry, fairy dust. On this present here, this red is all fairy dust, and as is the ribbon. Okay, that's a fairy dust as well. So yeah, on the happy, I drilled as is, so I didn't make any swaps there. I've got white ABs here and the little dots. For the holidays, however, this was the colour that the little hearts were supposed to be. I thought this is probably the only opportunity I would get to use glow in the darks, and I thought if they're glow in the darks, these little hearts are going to really pop out. So I used this. There's a little, I mean, there's quite a bit of a difference in the tone, but actually I think it fits in really well with the colour of the main colour of the letters. I don't particularly like that colour. It's like a dark, really dark, kind of very, very dark teal. Oh, I don't like it at all. It's not my cup of tea. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a photo. I did try and charge up the glow-in-the-dark drills and take a picture. It's very difficult to take photos of glow-in-the-dark drills. But here you go. So what I did find, what I can say about them is I've had better glow-in-the-dark drills. So they have popped a lot more. It could be that it's because they're green. White glow-in-the-dark drills that I've used are absolutely amazing. They're just like, wow, in your face. I can't think of any other. Oh no, I've used a teal glow-in-the-dark drill as well. But, you know, it's fine. You can see them. You can see them in here. So, you know, I thought let's switch them out. Now, why have I not threaded this together? And this is the one big drawback, I think, of this project, is it's on card. And the other thing is the drills are so widely spaced, they're still sticky. Maybe not so much on that one because it's quite a small one. I mean, look. So it's still sticking to my finger. Now, normally I would seal this because this is just going to be a dust magnet. And if I want to reuse this over several years, you know, multiple Christmases, it's not going to happen. Not when it's still sticky, still tacky like that. There you go. It's not as bad as I thought it was when I was doing it, but it's still there. It's still something I'd like to seal. Also, I don't want the drills to drop off. Now, the only trouble is it's on card. I don't know how the card will hold up to sealer, because a lot of sealers are water-based, and I'm quite concerned that it will cause the card to warp and buckle. I've never sealed anything on card before, only on vinyl, acrylic, wood. I've sealed on wood, and I've sealed on obviously canvas. Has anybody sealed on card before, and if so, how did it go? And is there a sealer that they would recommend to use to seal card based projects? I know you get diamond painting greeting cards. I don't seal them. I've done a few. I don't seal them. What I do is when I send them, I fold them so that the drills aren't on the outside, but the drills are on the inside. It was a tip that I got from Liz Harrison at Scotty Dog Crafts. But yeah, not as bad as I thought this one. I thought this was going to be my least favourite project. It's actually not. I did, actually, I was surprised. I did quite enjoy it. Anyway, monetary value on this was very, very difficult to find because I couldn't find anything like this anywhere. I couldn't find any diamond painted banners or garlands or anything like that. The closest I could come to was like the craft garlands, and you know, you can make them out of felt or paper or card that you can buy like as a craft kit. And they kind of retailed anywhere from between about £4 and about £12, depending on the materials and the contents and how big they were. So what I thought I would do is I'd move towards the more expensive side of that, and I think £10. I would be happy to pay £10 for this. Any more than £10, I would be like, maybe not. Well, maybe 12, but yeah, 10's probably like a fair price. So that's what I'm going to give a monetary value of this at. It's as £10. You know, when you think about it, what was saying, the window clings. I think it was £3.30 for two. I think that was me being a wee bit stingy. You know, maybe £2 for one. So I think if the window clings are £2 a pop, then for one window cling, then I think £10 for this is more than fair. So that's what I was going to give that. If any of you disagree, think it's worth more or less, please let me know. But for me, I would be happy to pay £10 for this because it was actually surprisingly more fun than I thought. Plus, it took a long time. You know, you got a good amount of time sort of like working on it. You know, as I said, it's 5 3/4 hours I spent on this, whereas compared with the Sparkle Pal, I only spent 40 minutes on, and I finished that. So yeah, we're going to factor the time into it. Anyway, we'll put this away. We've got 2 more projects left to do. Let's pull out what my penultimate project's going to be. So my penultimate project is going to be the coasters. Of course, it's going to be the coasters. I'm going to leave the kit for the last project. It was my favourite thing in the entire box when I unboxed it, was that kit of the deer. This is a close second though. So I think I've probably left my 2 favourite projects to the end. Let's have a look and see what it says on the box. Diamond painting coasters, Winter Whimsy, set of 6. They are 10 centimetres in diameter. Are we going to have the same thing as before? Art Kit DIY includes everything you need. Does it say toolkit not included? Okay, it doesn't say toolkit not included. Although it does say that the contents are 6 coasters and superior quality diamonds, so I've got a feeling there may not be a toolkit in it. So let's have a look anyway. As I have said with the other projects, I feel a toolkit, certainly a diamond painting pen, wax and tray are essential. It's going to be full crystal. I think it's an unwritten rule that diamond painted coasters must be full crystal. Don't you think so? They must be full crystal. We've got the thank you for your purchase thing. I don't even know why I opened that up, because we all know there's nothing inside it. Look at the images of the coasters. Okay, so we have got the, first of all, we've got the cork bases. So you would stick that on. It's a wooden coaster, very light, sort of like plywood. But you would get that, you'd stick it on there, and it just acts as a little cushion, so it doesn't mark your table. And it stops the coaster sliding around as well, which is what we just did there. The designs are lovely, as from what I saw in the box, but we'll look at them a bit more detail. I love this peppermint pinwheel, that's great. A beautiful snowflake. We have got a candy cane, another little smaller peppermint pinwheel, and some holly. The Christmas baubles are lovely. Oh my gosh, there's lots of colours in those. That looks fabulous. We have got a little elf sock and a little Santa sock, or a boot, an elf boot and a Santa boot. And then here we've got some poinsettias and some little berries here. Not a holly leaf on that one. It's like a flat leaf, so maybe rowan berries. You get rowan is a very popular. Well, very popular. I'm going to say very popular. Rowan's very seasonal, so could be rowan berries. Let's look at the crystals. I don't think I've had many projects with crystals from Diamond Art Club. I think they've only really been in the advent calendars. Well, they have. I've never gone out and bought crystals. They don't do crystal kits. If Diamond Art Club did a full crystal kit, I would be interested. I've got a couple of full crystal kits, one of which I'm going to be working on next year. It's in my plans. There we go. sneaky spoiler for next year. I do a lot of off the canvas projects with crystals, and I do love my special shapes, you know, diamond paintings, you know, the wee cheap and cheerful ones you get from the budget sites. Best crystals I've ever had have been from Craft Buddy, really deep, rich colours. Let's see how the Diamond Art Club ones fare. If you don't really use crystals very much, they do have a silver back on them. That silver back's very important, because if it's damaged or scratched, you'll be able to see the symbol underneath. Okay, or the symbol on your project underneath. So it's important you don't use any drills, any crystals that are scratched or damaged. But we've got this beautiful teal. We've got a Christmas red. Wow. Wow, these clear drills, or these clear crystals, look absolutely amazing. The backs are, wow, they're perfect. And the clear crystal looks so incredibly clear, no cloudiness to it at all. I'm really looking forward to working with these. We've got a darker teal here, a lime green, a Christmas red, slightly darker green, yellow gold. This looks like a black, or it might be a brown. It's hard to tell. I'm not in natural light, as you can see. I'm using my lamp. We've got a pink, I've got a purple, slightly darker pink, and this looks like a rose gold. So yeah, oh gosh, oh God, I've just caught the glare. But yeah, really looking forward to working on my coasters. I do love coasters. I've done many a set of coasters. I've actually got a set still sitting that I bought ages ago. I did unbox them, and they're cat coasters that I found on Amazon. I still haven't done them, which is unlike me. But yeah, we'll do these ones up though, and I'll let you, I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, back in a second with the finished coasters. Okay, so here are the finished coasters. Wow, I really love doing these. I told you, I love a coaster. I think this is going to be my favourite project so far. I love a coaster, I love a crystal drill. So that's the peppermint swirl, the snowflake design. Yeah, it goes this way. The candy cane with the other peppermint swirl and the holly. I love the Christmas baubles. They're really cool, very colourful. The elf and the Santa boot. And last but not least, the poinsettias and these potentially rowan berries here at the side. Loved them, absolutely loved them. A little bit of trash on the crystals, but you kind of expect that, to see that. It's very unusual to get a special shape or a crystal project without any trash. Into the numbers now. This took me approximately 3.5 hours to do all 6. I fitted the cork onto the back. I haven't sealed them yet, but they will be sealed. On the Diamond Art Club website, a pack of 6 coasters retails at £16. So obviously you'll get a toolkit with that. You don't get a toolkit with this. I've decided to leave the fact that you don't get toolkits in it. I'm just going to not factor that in at all. So I'm going to rework some of my earlier pricings at the end when we do, like, you know, is it a value for money advent calendar. But yeah, I mean, 6 coasters, you can get them at half that price on budget sites and Amazon. But for Diamond Art Club, you know, they cost £16, and that is what we're going with. Thoroughly enjoyed them. Thoroughly enjoyed doing these. We'll seal them, and they will go into my little coaster box that I have. I've got like a box full of all my little diamond painted coasters, and they come out every now and again. Apart from the cats, which I haven't done yet, and I'm actually going to stick them up on my mirror here in my room. So we're going to use them as a decoration. Okay, we're on the last project. Which, when I did an overview of, you know, when I unboxed everything out of the advent calendar, this was my favourite out of the lot. Sorry, we're getting lots of light going on here. It is what it is. I'm thinking of moving things around a little bit. Where are my scissors? I'm thinking of moving things around a bit when I do my advent stuff. Just so we don't have a lot of this glare. I also think I have a pop-up table, and it's a bit meh, isn't it? It's a bit bland. So I used to do this at a wooden desk, and it had a lovely wood grain background to it. But yeah, I'll rethink my backgrounds, because I don't like them. They're boring. Anyway, here we go. This little diamond painting here. 67 colours. My God, that's a lot of colours. That's a lot of colours. For a tiny diamond painting like this. 2 AB, 1 frosted, 3 fairy dust. It is a round, and it is 22.8 by 28.6 centimetres. The Snowy Woodland Wanderer by John Stewart. Love animal diamond paintings. I love woodland animal diamond paintings. Yeah. Oh my gosh, everything's falling out the box. We have a toolkit. We're not going to go through that. This Diamond Art Club toolkit. There's pretty much, you know what's in here. Oh, excuse me, I've got a croaky throat. The other diamond painting in this calendar had a treasure quest card. I'm expecting the same here. We do Treasure Quest card, bronze. It is what it is. Yeah, it'll go to the side. As I said before in this video, and as I've said before in a previous video, I don't, your Treasure Quest cards don't mean anything to me, apart from the fact that they're a good marketing tool. I don't, you know, collect them or anything. I don't look out for them. It's no, I've got no strong opinions either way. Anyway, here we go. Here's our picture. Here's our 67 colours. Wow. 2A beads. We'll look at those. A fairy dust and three fairy dust and a frosted. Oh, the frosted one, I think, is the same as this one, M666. It is, look. So we've got M666. You can see that on, I don't know how well you can see that, but it says M666 on the pot. And here, there you go, number 64, M666. We won't be swapping out any gems in this. I think this has got quite a lot of enhancements as it is. I'm not a big fan of special drills in realistic diamond paintings. This isn't a particularly realistic image of stag. Oh, holy confetti Batman. As they say, holy confetti Batman. Okay, let me just try and flatten this out a little bit. Okay, let's zoom out. It's got the thick perforated cover. And this side. It will try and roll up on itself, curl up a little bit just from packaging, but it flattens down pretty quick. I did the Candyland Cottage, that's completely flat now. Lots of natural colours in this diamond painting, obviously, because it's the deer. They've got a legend on either side. However, they've had to condense it down a little bit so that it fits in. And drills. Okay. Let's open them up, take a look at the colours that we've got. All very, as I said, very natural tones. There'll be lots of browns and creams and tans in this, no doubt. But we'll have a look at the specials and see where they are. Let's do a strip at a time, eh? So here we go, we'll just rattle through, we'll just move this through the colours. So yeah, as I said, lots of browns, greys, neutrals. Okay, and the next one. Pink, that'll be for inside the ears. Peaches and pinks. Ooh, very pale lemon. And strand. I thought that was my last strand, but it's not, because I found another one. Lots and lots and lots of colours. I bet you the vast majority of these colours I'll only be using a handful of drills for. Okay, I'm going to find the specials and yeah, we'll see where they go. Okay, so first of all, we have got our two ABs. So we've got AB 3078, which is a pale lemon, and AB 3756, which is a very, very pale blue. So our pale lemon AB kind of goes a little bit up here, a little bit down here. So tiny, tiny, tiny amounts, just highlighting where the light is hitting. 3756 AB is an X, and that's down here in the snow, just on this side though. I think that work, you know, because I think that we've got the light coming down this way. So of course you're going to get your sparkle down here, and this is going to be in shadow, so that kind of fits. Our frosted mix, the M666, absolutely identical to the one we got in the pot. So that's the W symbol, and that's just up here, a little bit at the side and a little bit down here. Next we have got the fairy dust. So we've got 3865, which is the white fairy dust, and that's a dot, and that's basically going to be outlining here the stags or the deer's antlers and ears, a little bit around the eye, a little bit here on the side, around the nose, the snowflakes that's coming down and smatterings through the snow as well. Z976, which is this tan. It's like the biohazard symbol, and that's here and down here in the body of the deer. And last but not least, we have this fairy dust, which is Z3328, and that's, oh gosh, I don't know how to describe this symbol. Never seen that one before. You see that there, number 66. Anyway, that thing with the lines. Imagine it's up in the ears. Yes, it's in the ears, so it's here and it's up here in the ears. Okay, so I'm going to kit this up. It'll probably take longer to kit up than it needs to be. I wondered what I was going to kit it up in, because I didn't want to bring out one of my great big huge storage containers. I could use my art dot trays, but I'm kind of limited for space on the table here at the moment, because let me zoom out and I'll show you. Oh no, I can't. That's as far as I can go. But just out of shot, just there, are all the projects that I've done from the Advent calendar. So I've kind of not got a lot of room on my table, so I don't want to, you know, I do like to get all my trays out, but in this instance I don't think it's going to be possible. So what I'm going to do is, I haven't used these for ages, is I've got a few of these. I think I used, well not I think, I have been using them for some of the other projects, so I think these are perfect. So I've got a few of these that I can use to kit this up in. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, I used it for the other canvas and the crystals, just to sort of like, when I opened the bags. The canvas was the only one I kitted up before I started. All the other projects, I just opened bags and worked on them as I went along, but I emptied them into those little plastic containers, just in case I had missed one, if you know what I mean, missed a colour. Anyway, yes, okay, I will work on this. Not too sure how long this will take. It's probably going to be well, not probably, it will be probably the longest project. So the longest one I've done so far was the garland. The previous the Candyland Cottage canvas took 5.5 hours. I can see this taking me approximately 7 hours to do, just because of all the confetti. But so that's going to be about 2 or 3 days work. But because I don't sit in diamond paint all at the one go, although it maybe seen it from some of these other projects, you know, when I say I spent 5 hours on this and 4 hours on that, it wasn't solid, you know. I'd take breaks. Anyway, yeah, so it'll be 2 or 3 days, I think, before I've got this one finished. And yeah, I'll come back to you with the completion and then my final thoughts on the calendar as a whole. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so here is the finished piece. And wow, it did not disappoint. This one definitely did not disappoint. I saved it to the last because it was my favourite when I unboxed everything, when I opened everything up. And it's still my favourite. It's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Unlike the other canvas, didn't really have any issue with the stick on this one. I think that other one might have been a little bit dodgy. Yeah, this is 28 by 22.8, sorry, by 28.6 centimeters. 67 colors. My gosh, 2 ABs, a fairy dust. No, 3 fairy dust, a frosted. Didn't put any enhancements in this. It didn't need it. I'm not a big fan of enhancements anyway in pictures with people and pictures with animals. Although this is a little bit more cartoony rather than realistic. He's amazing. Look at those eyes. I will say this took me 7.5 hours. So it is the longest it is the longest project in the box. Well, for me anyway, it was the longest project in the box. This bottom section here, this bottom sort of like third to a quarter, took just over 2 hours. This up here was the thing that took the most length of time. Yeah, it was, it's busy, isn't it? Lots of confetti. This is where all those colours went. I did have one tiny issue. Hold on, it's probably best to show you using the drills than using I kitted up on all these. It took, look at my kitting up. It took me an hour to kit up and I used 3 of these. Yeah, so here we go. So the 310 and the 3371, they were both in the same area. Now if you look, the 3371 is kind of like, sort of like, I don't know, you could call it a quarter of a circle with with a curve around it. 310s are just your regular black, white dot. They look very similar when you see them from a distance. When you see them on the canvas, they look very similar. So they were kind of tricky to match up. This diamond 898, that was quite near it as well. So, and as was this one here, the hourglass. So they were all quite close together, and they were tricky to tell apart, particularly the 310 and what was the other one I said? 3371, wasn't it? No, it couldn't have been. 3371. I'm getting ahead of myself. But yeah, lovely. Got ABs in the snow. I like the white fairy dust that they've got, sort of like highlighting the antlers and the ears. I think that looks lovely. And then of course we've got the snow and the fairy dust as well, amongst other things. But yeah, love it, loved it. So, yeah, 7.5 hours, and it costs, to buy an equivalent size canvas on the Diamond Art Club website costs £16. So, what we're going to do is we are going to, I'm very well aware that this is a really long video. I might cut significant chunks out because I think we're approaching the 2-hour mark. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly go back through the products from the Advent calendar. I'm going to give you a price value for each. I've decided to sort of like make it the equivalent for if you're to buy it on the Diamond Art Club website. So your mini dazzles, for example, I'm not knocking off the money for not having a toolkit in it. So yeah, and I'm also going to do a price for the tools and accessories as well. Some of it will be factored, and obviously there are a couple of things that you cannot buy on the Diamond Art Club website, so I've had to do a guesstimate of how much these would all cost. So let us start. Well, let's just do it in the order that I did the projects, okay? So let's move our friendly deer. We need to think of a name for him, actually. So we have our window clings. So unfortunately I couldn't find anything remotely like this on the Diamond Art Club website. I did see packs of window clings on Amazon. Although I did think I would factor it down, but I don't think that's doing this justice. So for the window clings, I think I'm going to cost them at £4. Okay, so all prices will be in Great British pounds, if you know what I mean. I'm going to write all this down on a bit of paper because I'm going to have to do sums. So £4 I reckon for the window clings. Okay. I think is a fair price. You can buy a pack of 6 of them for like £6 on Amazon. So, or shall we go for 5? No, we'll stay at the 4. We'll stay at the 4. I think we'll stay at the £4. £2 each. Oh, something's come off. Right, I did say. I've got it here. I did say we would have to seal these. I haven't sealed them yet because these drills slide around because this is this vinyl, you know, for the window cling. I will say I've done stickers in this with this sort of vinyl-y background before, if you know what I mean, and they haven't slipped around. So just saying. Second thing I did was the mini dazzles. Where did they go? I've got everything piled over here. They were fun to do. I was a bit miffed that they advertised a toolkit, but there wasn't actually a toolkit with it. These cost, a set of mini dazzles on the Diamond Art Club website is £19. So we'll jot that down. Sparkle Pal was the next thing I did. Here he is here. Now, I did mention at the time, Craft Buddy, exactly the same product, exactly the same quality. Do this for a quarter of the price. However, or a third of the price, sorry. However, it is what it is. This is the thing I think I was the most disappointed with. It only took me 40 minutes to make it up, and it cost, on the website, these things cost £14. Yeah, I think £14 for 40 minutes, even though it is very, very good quality. I think £14 for 40 minutes worth of crafty fun is quite steep. Next thing I did, I did the Candyland Cottage. So we have the Candyland Cottage. That was fun. I did some enhancements on this. I wasn't convinced about where I put them because I've used frosted ones and it's my first time using the frosted ones, so I wasn't entirely sure where to put them. A little bit of an issue with stick on this. I think it was maybe more down to the fact that this is maybe a dodgy canvas rather than indicative of like them all. This size of canvas on the Diamond Art Club website, an equivalent canvas would cost you £14. So we'll put that on there. Then we had the garland. I haven't made this up yet. I don't know whether to seal it or not. I think, you know what, I'm going to seal it, but I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to do my usual and slap it all over. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with it. This was the thing that I was thinking I would like the least, because I felt it would be quite repetitive and a bit boring. But actually, it surprised me, and yeah, it did. I was pleasantly surprised by it. Obviously, I couldn't find anything like this anywhere. Even when I googled Diamond Art Club banners or whatever, no, not Diamond Art Club banners, diamond painting banners and stuff like that, you can't get anything like this anywhere. Certainly not in the UK, and certainly not that I could find. So what I did was I ranked it against sort of like similar types of things. So like, you know, banners and garlands that are craft related. So you can make felt ones and paper ones and all that kind of business. And I came up with a figure of about £10. The least expensive kit like that cost £4. The most expensive was £12, and that involved like material, you know. Yeah, because this was card, I've knocked a couple of quid off. So we're going to call that £10, which I think is a fair price. If you disagree with any of these prices that I've kind of came up with, please let me know. And I'm interested to see what you would pay for them. Yep. Okay, next we had the coasters. Coasters are always cool. I mean, they are a little bit more expensive. Well, not a little bit. They are more expensive than what you would buy them if you just bought Amazon ones or Temu ones. They are equivalent though to what you would get from Craft Buddy, so that's kind of the kind of quality side I'm aiming for. Crystals were lovely, absolutely lovely. Coasters cost £16 for a set of 6 coasters on the Diamond Art Club website. And then last but not least, you just seen him, is our deer, Snowy Woodland Wanderer. You know, I've just told you what I thought of this. Absolutely brilliant, no complaints whatsoever. He is absolutely stunning. And £16 if you were to buy an equivalent sized canvas on the Diamond Art Club website. Okay, let us go through the extras. Drills. I did use both sets. I will keep both sets. As I said, well, glow in the dark is quite easy for me to think about replacements, although green is a weird colour. Let's put it this way. I would normally put glow in the darks down if they were whites or blues or something. So I don't know where I'm going to use them, but we'll keep them. I want to keep these. I want to play around with using frosted enhancements. I'm looking forward to maybe getting some newer Diamond Art Club canvases, maybe picking some up in the Black Friday sale to see where these are used a lot more and how to use them. So interested in that. Now, we got 2 pots of drills. Diamond Art Club sell packs of 5 drills for £15, for 5 pots for £15. I think, what did I say? I said £6 for two. I might drop that to £5 actually. £5 for two. No, £6 for two, because that divides out. Yes, so £6 for two. We'll keep it at that. I think I did that, worked out perfectly sums wise. So £6 for those. Tray next. I started saying I was using this tray as well, and I didn't like it, but I persevered and I started to use them more and more. And actually, the more I used them, the more I liked them. I think it was just initially I was a wee bit, oh, this isn't exactly what I normally use. So, but I did, and actually, by the end of working with all these, I did actually quite like using them. So that's a plus. I think I've got a green one from last year's as well, so maybe you should break those out and use them more often. Trays. Diamond Art Club sells 7 trays this size, so they have pastels, for £16. Obviously, I've thought, you know, for one tray, to give them one tray for like, what would it be, £2, or just over £2 is a bit cheap actually. I was at one point thinking of doing this for £0 because you get them with your regular kits, but I thought one for £3 might be a good happy middle. What do we have next? Oh, washi tape. I used this quite a lot. I used it obviously to border my mini dazzles there. I also used it when I was sectioning off the canvases as well, because you can't see the edges of the perforations, so I put this down as well. Washi tape. The Diamond Art Club website sell 40 for £21. A pack of 40 mystery ones for £21. So I thought £4 for 3 might be a good price for those. Cover minders. Oh, I still got my little mitten out because I was using that on this. These are cute. I've still got all my ones from last year. I had a look on my minder board that I've got. I did say that I'd had issues with the magnets coming off, but I checked my minder board and all the ones from last year are still intact. So hopefully these will be still intact as well. I love that mitten. Have I said that? I love that mitten. Diamond Art Club sell a set of 12 for £10. They also sell extra magnets and I think some glue in the kit along with it, just in case your magnets come off. So I thought, again, a set of 4 for £4 would be a good price. And last but not least, we come to this beast here. Okay, this is the twist style pen with the steel tip. Is it Twist in Place they call these pens? These are £21 on the Diamond Art Club website. So this, in the whole kit, if you were to buy this from the Diamond, an equivalent from the Diamond Art Club website, this would be the most expensive thing, your pen. It was a bit miffed that it didn't come with a multi-placer, because I do multi-place and I would have liked to have tried it out. So what I've done, oh my God, Diamond Art Club, you know how to get people, I tell you, you really do. A lot of your gimmicks I don't fall for, like your treasure quests. I don't do them. However, the fact that you sell these without multi-placers, oh my God, that's what got me. So I have put a 4-placer into my basket already for Black Friday. So if I pick up any canvases on Black Friday, or if I do any shopping in the future through Diamond Art Club, I will put a 4-placer on there. The 4-placer, it's quite expensive. I think it was at £16 or something, I want to say. I'm not too sure. I can't remember. I popped it in my basket. I did look at the price and thought, ooh, that's a bit steep. But I'm hoping it's an investment. I'm hoping that it is an investment. Yeah, so that was the pen, £21. Actually really enjoyed this. A lot lighter than I thought it was going to be, but I need that multi-placer at the end because it's kind of heavy on this end and nothing on that end. I just need it to balance out. Okay, so I need to add all this up and see how it compares with the price that I bought the canvas for. I'll, yeah, give me a second to do my sums. Okay, so we have added it all up. And the grand total, if you were to buy these contents on the Diamond Art Club website, would cost you £131, which is, give or take, £1 or £2, the exact the exact price that I paid for the advent calendar. Well, when I say the exact price, I did use a 20% off voucher that I had, 20% off coupon that I had. So actually it cost me a lot less. It cost me about £30 less than the contents of the value. So in that way, it kind of works out. However, do I think this is value for money? And the answer to that is not really, no. Basically because there are a few things in here that, oh, I've just found a bauble. There are a few things in here that, in my opinion, are a little bit overpriced. Okay, I mean, canvases, we'll leave them to the side. I think that's fair. You would get that on the Diamond Art Club website. Actually, when I say not really, maybe I'm being a bit harsh. It depends what you're willing to pay for something. I mean, you can buy a diamond painting this size on a budget site for a £5. Whereas this is Diamond Art Club and it's £16. But then again, you're paying for the quality, you're paying for the licensed artwork, you're paying for all those extra special bells and whistles that you get with a Diamond Art Club canvas. There was a Treasure Quest card if you're into that kind of thing, an enhanced toolkit. So yeah, I suppose we're going to leave the canvases out of the equation. Coasters. Okay, this is another thing that I think is a little bit overpriced. You can buy a set of coasters for half the price, £8. On Amazon, say for example, the quality of the crystals probably isn't as great. You would have to shop around. There are some budget crystals that are absolutely super quality. There are some that are not. It's a bit hit and miss. But these are twice the price as what you would buy on a budget site or Amazon. So, but equivalent to Craft Buddy. So like as well, again, they're a little bit, I've said before, they're a lot more expensive than the budget sites when it comes to special shape projects. So yeah, in my opinion, you can get similar elsewhere, half the price. Just not Diamond Art Club. Garland, and all the extra bits and pieces. Pen I think is pretty good value actually, given the fact that it's got the what should we call them, the screws bits there. Mini Dazzles, similar to other diamond painting companies that produce gems that produce canvases that size. There's not much of a difference really in terms of costs there. Window clings, again, there's nothing really comparable out there, so it's hard to tell. I think the big overpriced item for me though is the Sparkle Pal. You can get similar of exactly the same quality for a third of the price. So yeah, these were the two items that for me are overpriced. But I still, you know, they're good quality. I suppose you pay for the quality. I don't know. As I said, all these is my opinion, really. You're probably, you know, people watching this will have a variety of different opinions. You know, however many people watch this, if it's 50, if it's 100, if it's 150, I don't know how many views I'm going to get on this. By the time I post it, the whole advent calendar thing will have been gone and done. We'll be on to Black Friday and all your Christmas hauls. However, let's finish with him because he's gorgeous. He really, really is. Although the calendar was pricey, and I have enjoyed doing all the projects. I have, you know, even though this wasn't great value for money, as I said, £16 for 40 minutes. I have enjoyed doing every single one of the projects, even the garland, which I thought I would absolutely hate. And this guy, it's worth it for this guy alone, in my opinion. I really like him. Anyway, there we go. My honest review and completion of the Diamond Art Club 2025 Advent Calendar. I have done all the Diamond Art Club Advent Calendars, but I haven't done all the projects in all the Diamond Art Club calendars. I've still got some bits and pieces sitting aside. I haven't done last year's Mini Dazzles, for example. And I haven't done Meowie Christmas. I can't believe it if I haven't done Meowie Christmas. That came in the very, very first Diamond Art Club calendar. Why have I not done Meowie Christmas? Oh, anyway. So, yeah, this guy, I liked him. But it's the first time I've done the full calendar, and it was fun to do it all at the one time, although quite tiring. I've had to put other things that I'm doing on hold. Anyway, given the fact that this has taken me a less time than I thought it would, it will be going up before December the 1st. So I suppose it's a bit too late now to say that there's spoilers, but yeah. Spoilers. Okay, come back to me on the 1st of December. I will be doing some more Advent stuff. I'll also be putting a video up, the video up kind of roundabout now as well. I did manage to finish my November projects for my double-sided adhesive canvas challenge as well, so that's all up. And yeah, from the 1st of December we'll be doing a proper Advent. I've got 3 Advent calendars to unbox. One is one that I found on Facebook. I thought would be good for a laugh. Actually, it turned out to be quite expensive. One is the Add More Zest one, and the other one is Craft Buddy, the Disney one, the Disney Diamond Painting Advent Calendar from Craft Buddy. We're going to work on that as we unbox it. So that's that. No Advent canvas this year. The last 2 years I've done the Diamond Art Studio Chart to Art canvases. I've decided not to do it this year because I find it quite a strain to do all the sections each day. Very time consuming. I did have other things that I was doing. Plus I've still got my last couple of challenges to try and finish for the end of the year as well. So yeah, that's the reasons why I'm not doing an Advent this year, as in a diamond painting Advent this year. But anyway, please leave your thoughts on this calendar in the comment section down below, and I'm going to love you and leave you, and thank you so much if you've made it to the end, because this was a marathon for me to do, and a marathon for you guys to watch as well. We will edit it rather heavily, I think, just to sort of like cut back on it all. And yeah, I'll see you all on the 1st of December with a day-to-day Advent unboxing. Okay, cheerio guys.